I just needed to come on here for a second and talk about how unhinged these TikTok comments in the edit community are getting, and have been already, not been getting, they just have been, but I just need to talk about it because what the f*** is going on? First, we're just gonna start off strong with our favorite anime boy, Gojo Satoru. Hair or feet? She something he. She say she a good girl, but she do P-word for me. First comment here, we've got Aya saying, "Oh my god, I'm so close," with 521 likes. Why are we all forgetting the digital footprint? The next one is riding the phone. Girl. Or guy. Or they, them. Like, what is going on? Julie says, "The way only the tip is in, and I can feel it in my throat." Ew! Till the floor's the same color as his hair. Like, okay, y'all are creative, but also can we remind ourselves that in the future when you grow up and you need to get a job, if this fucking comment surfaces somehow and your employer sees it, you will no longer have a job. We also have "I'm warm and tight, Gojo," heart emoji's face. "My flaps unfolded itself," with 3,430 likes. Now, the wildest thing about all of this is a fictional character. Well, maybe not the wildest thing, but we are talking about a fictional character here, and you're risking yourself online and your credibility as a person in digital footprint, whatever, like keeping your digital footprint clean for this fictional character just to make a stupid comment on a fucking edit. Anyways, it's not a big deal. I just think these are insanely funny. The next one we have is Nanami. "'Tis the cuffing season and all the girls be need big boy. I want a big boy, they need a big boy." Let's take a look here. These are actually not as bad as Gojo, but we've got "I'm not a waitress, but I can take his tip." Okay, moving on. So the reason I wanted to make this video in the first place is because we are not only making these comments about fictional men, unfortunately. There are certain actors that I'm going to be talking about today that I have personally noticed. I'm sure there is other people in the public eye that have had edits made about them and have had comments like this directed towards them. But these are just the people that I've noticed because I've had edits of them appear on my For You page, which, to clarify, I don't go out of my way to watch edits. I promise. Unless they're really good, like I'll watch it if it's like an impressive edit, but like I'm not like seeking out edits. If it comes on my For You page, then I'll watch it. But for these two characters in specific, we're gonna start with our fave boy, Arthur Morgan. His voice actor is Roger Clark, and these ones are kind of just funny to me because, I don't know, they're just... I'll play the clip for you guys and you'll see what I'm talking about. But
one of our wonderful assistant directors, Gethin Aldous, he says, "Raj, we got to do those horse lines again." I was like, "Why?" And he said, "Well, it's a little too intimate. You know, it sounds like you're not talking to a horse." And I was like, "What do you mean?" And he played it back and I was like, "You're all right, girl."
Okay, I'm sorry, I can't play the music over this part, but basically it's just him saying the lines in the way that it sounded when his director told him it sounded a little sus. Sorry. Very talented editor, as you can see. So as we scroll down, you see the first comment by Batty Boo is, "Oh no, what's happening?" And then it's like emojis turning into... These are just innocent fun. This one's kind of weird. He would 100% talk you through it. Like, get out of here. I'm not sure I'm assuming they are being directed towards Arthur Morgan, the fictional character. So this one's a bit less about Roger Clark, but you'll see in a second what we have discovered in edits of Roger Clark himself. So the next one is, oh, I'm pregnant. Okay, here we go. Adele says, I need them both to whisper horse lines to me. I exploded. Ew, riddle time. What's sticky white and all over the screen? Like, honestly, honest to God, imagine going up to this actor in real life and being like, and saying this to them. Like, oh my gosh, you're so hot. Like, I came to you all over my screen. Like, what? Sorry. I didn't mention this in the video for some reason, but this next edit is of Roger Clark.
And he said, here, let me just play it back for you. And he puts it in. I put the headphones up, and all I hear is, you're all right, girl. Easy, girl.
I'm a genie in a bottle, baby. I actually don't know what she says. I'm so sorry. I'm a genie in a bottle, baby. So someone commented, need it so badly on this one. What do you need so badly? Ew. If him and Rob need a horse, I'll gladly be a good girl for either one of them. Sorry, I'm just like getting grossed out by these, like, actually. The rest of them are wholesome, though. This person commented, he makes me so sick, why isn't he mine? Ah! Stop commenting weird shit, please. These are real people. Okay. The next thing, or the next actor we're going to be talking about is Neil Newbon, who plays Astarion in Baldur's Gate 3. There's something up with this community. Like, I feel like every time I get an edit of either Astarion or Neil Newbon on my For You page and I read the comments, it's actually kind of disturbing. Obviously Neil Newbon and Roger Clark are both very attractive men, but we don't need to be commenting. Let's just read, right? I figured I should probably show you the edit that I'm referring to first, so here we go. And they don't deserve you, you're a diamond. Meet me there where it never closes. Meet me there where it's never hopeless. All this fair in love. Whoa! Are you... The way he looks back at the camera always gets me feral. Like, stop, please. Please, these are real people. I'm shaking violently. I'm gonna start chewing on my phone. Bark, bark, bark. Ew, it's only 27 years, Neil, please. Honestly, this post is pretty wholesome for the most part, but there are still the few who need to get their internet access revoked, I think is what I was trying to say. Like, the thing is, both of these actors are very open to meeting their fans, and they do like meet and greets pretty often, right? And talk about their roles with their fans and take pictures with their fans and, you know, show their appreciation for their fans. But like, if that was me in that position and I'm seeing stuff like this on videos of me, which I know they probably both avoid looking at these sorts of videos, but that doesn't, like, sorry, I was saying, if I saw that, I would feel so anxious to be meeting my fans because, I don't know, like, I just feel like that would make me kind of anxious, especially when most of your fans are, at least in Neil Newbon's case, from what I've seen, it's a lot of young girls. So if I was in his position, I don't know, I just would feel like nervous to be meeting people who have this mindset about me, if that makes sense. And I know he probably avoids watching or like reading comments or even like seeing edits of himself, obviously. But, and same thing with Roger Clark, but I think I meant to say, despite the fact that they might not necessarily be seeing these comments or these edits, that doesn't make making these comments necessarily okay. I don't know, it just is so, like, screaming through the bars of my enclosure. What? This video has me gnawing on the bars of my enclosure. Like, everyone comments this. With a taste of your you're toxic, I'm slipping under with a taste of your poison paradise. I'm addicted to you, don't you know that you're toxic? I told myself I wouldn't do this with Neil because he's a real person, but what if I told you he chose me? He showed up on my For You page first. Screaming, crying, and shaking the bars of my enclosure. I picture all of the people that are in these comments, all of them are just in one room in cells, and they're on their phone. They're on their phone, like, just scrolling through edits and, like, commenting on each one. They're literally gnawing on their bars of their enclosures. I feel so uncomfortable for these people that have edits made of them and then have comments like this made about them. Like, I don't even know what to say. Like, somebody please, if I am crazy to feel this way, please tell me in the comments, because nobody even comments on the comments, like, about how weird it is. Like, there's no fights going on on these edits. Everyone's just commenting weird shit and, like, no one says anything. And I'm just, like, wondering, am I crazy? Like, anyways, that's pretty much it for this video. I just wanted to talk a little bit about that because I've been seeing more edits of Arthur Morgan.
I love my Hoshi and my Hoshi love me.
In particular, and as a result of that, Roger Clark. And so I've been seeing comments on edits of Roger Clark that are just kind of iffy and a little bit questionable. So it kind of also reminded me of back in the day when I would see Gojo Edits and then I would read the comments and it would be like people literally talking about, like, people would say, like, my flaps opened for you, Gojo. And I'm like, what? Sorry. Thank you for watching. Give the video a like if you agree or if you just enjoyed making fun of crazy people. And I just want to preface that the creators of these edits, I am not making fun of them in any way. I think that they're very talented and it's great that they are putting forth their skill towards appreciating these people that they look up to. So I think that's great, or even just for fictional characters that they like, and sharing that with others who have this same interest as them. But I am just commenting on the weird comments, not the wholesome people, not the supporters that are actually being respectful. So yeah, comment your thoughts down below. Am I crazy? Do you think these comments are weird? Are there any comments that you have seen in scrolling through TikTok and coming across edits that I have not talked about here? I'd love to hear all of your experiences or things that you've seen, and consider subscribing if you would like to see more content from me. I make mostly art focused content and content related to, like, any video games or TV shows or animes that I like. That's it for today. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.